ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्तिः रामकृष्णे स्थिता हि या सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। Sri Ramakrishna is singing a song. Mother has become everything. Mother is the redeemer of the soul, and she has become everything what we can see, think, or hear and imagine. The here, it is the relative existence, and the transcendental realm in which the universes appear and disappear. All is pervaded by her. Innumerable universes appear and disappear at her will. So she, being the divine player who is manifesting as innumerable jivas also, she is the only refuge to go back, to lose that individuality which she has created, to merge it back in the ocean of bliss, Ch.10. And she is the Sandhya and the Gayatri. We saw their meaning in depth. And thou dost sustain this universe. Mother, the help art thou of those that have no help but thee, O eternal beloved of Shiva. We saw the Shakti cannot exist without the Chaitanya backing it, consciousness. Thou art in earth, in water thou liest at the root of all. Just like anything you prepare, suppose you prepare a pot out of clay. At the root of this pot, and as the only inner content, there is clay. Pot is just a appearance of the clay in different way for a different purpose. So same content at the root, it is she. Now take a plant, any plant for that matter. It is, at the root is the earth. Not only physical root, the root of its existence. It emerges from mud, soil, and is soil and goes back to soil. Tree is an appearance of the soil in another form, of the selected parts of the soil. It merges back in its cause. So at the root, we say it is there. So goes thou liest at the root of all, whatever exists in this universe. In me, in every creature, thou hast their home. Thou hast thy home. When do we realize this? We know God lies in our heart as Antaryamin. Mother lives pervading this bodily existence as body also, and pervading it as nature. It is she who is playing the game of the being a individual jiva. And where do we realize it is our individual ego is managing everything, and I am there in this body as body. I don't see Divine Mother, the being in my body or God in my body. I don't see. When do we see? We see when our heart is filled with love and love alone, and all other contents of the heart have left it. In heart there are so many things. All tendencies lie there. My tendencies, my nature, my way of expression, my behavior, my personality, everything is at the heart of my existence. So when pure love, love for God and love for all beings manifest in my heart, and all things go away, and my mind is tranquil, it is not agitated, it is not feeling dearth of anything, it is not seeking anything of this world, it is calm and quiet with this world, friendly with this world. Only blessing is there in that mind. May everybody, everyone in this universe prosper. Let them be happy. And then you see, it is the manifestation of the divinity. Tranquil mind and pure heart, which can love alone and seek nothing, is manifestation of inner divinity. When you are divine, you recognize the divinity which pervades the universe and which is within you. Within us is God, and it is perceived when the heart is pure. Kama, Krodha, and all these have left. All the tendencies that push you towards the world have died, and you are in your own glory. The mind is calm and quiet. It can rest, it can penetrate, it can understand. It is pervaded as if by the buddhi, intellect, and buddhi is so clean and sharp now. Tvagraya buddhya. It has become sharp. It is able to penetrate through all things. Such a mind can reveal the truth. So, the in me, you will be known at that time. In every creature, when I know Mother is there in my heart, or God is there in my heart, I see it in every jiva. What I see within me, I can see in others also. So I see defects in others because there are defects in me. When defects in me leave me, I see the divine alone in others. Thou hast thy home, though clothed with form, yet thou art formless reality. You are Saguna Sakara, clothed in form. Sakara. Sakara always goes with Saguna. Actually, in philosophically, there cannot be a form without quality, or with quality without a form. Now, God is compassionate. All this cannot fly in this space without any adhara. It's cold. What is cold? Cold must have, it's soft, it is good, it is bad. All qualities must have an adhara to express itself. Otherwise it won't be there. It cannot, qualities Guna alone cannot fly about anywhere. Guna manifests as sattva, rajas, tamas, or guna takes adhara and expresses itself. Creative evolutes, akasha, vayu, agni, apa, all these evolutes. We see they project forth. Now mind, pancha jnanendriya, pancha karmendriya, all this cannot be seen. Indriyas cannot be seen. Mind cannot be seen. But we can understand what mind is. It is, I can conceive what mind is. What is senses I can understand. When it comes to mind, it has already taken form, rupa. Which cannot take rupa, cannot come to mind also. Mind is a small thing. Arupa is infinite, formless. So, philosophically, we don't see. Yet, because it's abstract, now love is abstract, patriotism is abstract, but I can understand what it is. Love means what I can understand. Patriotism means what I can understand. Though it is abstract, it can be conceived. Once it can be conceived, it has already taken form in your mind. Our senses may not be able to perceive it, but mind can conceive. It has already taken form in the mind. So the guna must have an adhara. If not anything, mind itself, it makes the adhara. When I say love, it is taking the form conception. It is expressing in the mind as it's what it means. It is abstract. We say it abstract, not concrete. Now when I say chair, it is concrete. When I say love, it is abstract. But both can be conceived by mind. When we say nirguna nirakara, it cannot be conceived by mind. What is without form, formless existence, it exists but has no form. And there is no time, timeless existence, we cannot understand. Beyond time and space, where there is no time and space, cannot be conceived by mind. So guna, thou hast home and clothed with form, and thou art formless reality. I can understand what mother is. The way in which saints describe her, how Thakur described, I had the vision of mother. How was the vision of her first vision? He saw waves and waves of bliss is flowing. He is unable to sustain it, unable to bear it. He swoons, he becomes unconscious and falls off. He says, it was as if molten gold is flowing over me. Molten gold. When gold is melted, what would be its brightness? And when it becomes red hot, white hot, how it could be? All the lamps we see that illumines, electrical lamps, are electricity passing and making it emit light. A particular temperature or particular state of its existence start emitting light. So emitting light. When the gold becomes red hot and white hot, it starts emitting light. What could be that golden flow? Like that, the bliss was overflowing, and that light was light of consciousness, Chaitanya. It is not material light or physical light. So, it is the formless reality, which can be experienced when we lose our bodily existence, bodily awareness, bodily identity. When it is lost, I will realize, I will experience directly what it is, independent of my bodily existence. So that thou art with form. She can appear because God is limitless. She can take any form. I cannot take any form because I am limited by my bodily existence in waking stage with this body. I cannot become a dog or a cat and move about here now because I am limited by this form. Though in dream state I may, it is not at my will, but there are chances that I become a dog or a cat and move about or fly as a bird. So the laws of existence change. So you are with form, whatever form the devotee expects her to be. Sri Ramakrishna says, today I saw Divine Mother as mother of that some child, so and so. So she came in that form of a devotee's mother. So we see coming in form, expressing through form, and her formless existence. Formless existence can be experienced when I am totally independent of my bodily existence and have the capacity to perceive. As spirit, I can understand spirit. As spirit, I can experience spirit. But as body, I cannot experience spirit. I have to transcend the mental barrier to experience the spirit. So you are that spirit which is formless. You are the one who can express yourself in various forms. Master sang a few more songs in praise of Divine Mother. He went on singing. The songs are not given here. Then he said to the devotees, it is not always best to tell householders about the sorrows of life. They want bliss. Those who suffer from chronic poverty can go without food for a day or two. But it is not wise to talk about the sorrows and miseries of life to those who suffer if their food is delayed a few minutes. Vaishnavacharan used to say, why should one constantly dwell on sin? Be merry. So, Master sang a few more songs, which was full of praises for Divine Mother. See, these people who come from various places to Sri Ramakrishna or go to any any saint, expects something to get from the saint which doesn't belong to this world. World can give me whatever it has. World cannot give me what is beyond. So our soul is aspiring for some ashraya somewhere, some support somewhere, something. That is the term we read in the last song. You are help. That I expect. When I go to a saint and he goes on talking about the world and its miseries and problems, I have sufficient to think over in my house itself. So when they come, first thing is Sri Ramakrishna tries to make them forget all their pains and sufferings and take them to taste bliss of the transcendental as much as they can. Once they experience some joy of the transcendental, their mind again doesn't go towards the worldly enjoyments and worldly possessions. They are there, they're chased behind. They don't leave. They may not be able to leave because nobody is alone here in this world. All these people who came to Sri Ramakrishna have a family behind. There are dependents. They cannot leave and go away. They cannot have to constantly earn and keep the earning flow. There is need, there is a force. So you cannot expect them to. At the same time, if you talk to them about world and worldly things, they are already burdened. So when they come here, they forget. Sri Ramakrishna goes on expressing in such ways and demonstrates it in his own. Now he is there in one mood, next moment he is in another mood. The two songs which we read now, what a difference in change of moods. Entirely different. From one song of the saint, same saint suppose, is singing Purandaradasa or Kanakadasa or any other Mira, or each song is different, each mood is different. So when Sri Ramakrishna sings, carries them, first thing that he makes is to forget their problems and worries and responsibilities, duties, everything. Wipes them off, cleans them first, and then make them clean and free from all. Why? No, don't worry about that. Come here. So he makes them forget and bring them and demonstrates in his own life how he feels, try to express as much as possible. Now and then he's becoming totally unconscious. Now and then he's dancing and singing. Now he's sitting quietly and telling 1,001 things of the scriptures and truths that are transcendental. So the whole thing is a transformation, constant transformation is undergoing. And when they leave the place and go back, first thing they see all these hours, where were we? How did we forget our family and all belongings and things? With thanksgiving, with understanding, oh, I have to acquire this. I should not wait anymore. All these things will go on. God is taking care of everything. Nature is taking care of everyone. Everybody is in a constant motion towards the divine. So I have my things to achieve. How the shift comes in the life, you see, whole paradigm is changed from one end to the other end. So this is what Sri Ramakrishna does. And now he sang a few more songs in praise of the Divine Mother. Then he said to the devotees, it is not always best to tell householders about the sorrows of life. They are there in that. What to tell them? We have to give each person what he doesn't have. They want bliss. Bliss is a term which doesn't have a counterpart. Happiness has misery. Joys have sorrows, opposites. So bliss doesn't have a counterpart. Ananda doesn't have a counterpart. They want bliss. They want an Ananda which doesn't have a counterpart, dukkha, sukha, dukkha. So opposites. There is no opposite for bliss, Ananda. So that bliss, that which doesn't have an alternative. Without alternative, nirvikalpa. Vikalpa is not there. There is no alternative. They want that bliss which doesn't have an alternative. Now, I experience some joy, and next moment is just missing. No, I don't want that. That I get momentary pleasures of the world I get here. I go to a saint or someone for that. So here they expect, and Sri Ramakrishna says, it is not always good to tell householders about the sorrows of life. They want bliss. Those who suffer from chronic poverty can go without food for a day or two. They are constantly fasting. Once in a way, when they get food, suppose they are without food, and somehow they get a food, how much they are happy. They don't worry that they did not get food for 2 days. They'll be searching here and there, begging here and there. But when they get, they feel happy. And when it is not there, it is not natural for them. So, absence of food for a chronic person who is struck by poverty, it is something natural. When we were children, small children used to come for begging in those days, 1960s, 50s. And they ask for, we boil the rice. In South India, most of the places, rice is boiled and filtered away. The filtrate is thrown away usually. That has tremendous strength also, value also. All contents are there in that, but usually people will throw it away that and eat only the boiled rice. Here also we do the ganji and filter the rice and take, and the boiled portion of the watery portion is thrown away. They used to ask for that. What will you give me? They think that you throw away. And we don't want rice. The rice water which you are throwing away, you give us. They will come with a vessel and sit in front of the house. They know usual time when the cooking is done in every house. And most of the women, 99% in those days, used to remain in the house. Though they had an opportunity to go out and study, they never went for services. Working field they never went. And they used to be at home. And the cooking, what time they cook, all the beggars know. Exact time when the cooking is over, they will come. And these householders, these people also know somebody will come and take it. Let me not throw away. So they used to give them. They used to enjoy that. We'll give a little salt and they relish it so much. With beaming face, they go. They say, now we can go for school if anybody gives an opportunity. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.